Hey, so today's video, we're gonna be going through a box that I was sent. So I'm part of Influenster, and Influenster sent me a really cool box this time, and it is actually from Laura Mercier. So when I saw that I was getting a Laura Mercier box, I was like, yay. So if you guys are new here, my name is Christina Brooke, and this is the GLAMRANCH. I'd love it if you'd hit the subscribe button, and if you do, if you hit the notification bell, you will be notified every time I post new videos. Laura Mercier is one of the brands that when I was younger, was one of the first brands that I really loved, and I used to wear the foundation like non-stop. I also used to always buy the little singles Laura Mercier eyeshadows, and you know, I think back in the day, like eyeshadow palettes wasn't really like a thing, you know, and it was more like the individuals, and I used to have so many of those individuals. Like I had like at least 15, and that was like a big deal for me. So I used to love the Laura Mercier eyeshadows, and Laura Mercier has always been a really good brand to me. I honestly have kind of like fallen off the map with Laura Mercier lately. I haven't really purchased any products from her, and I don't know why. It's just, I guess I've been like being tossed and turned in different directions with other brands. So when I heard Influenster was gonna be sending over these products to me for free, I was like, yes, I will definitely take this box. So we're gonna be going over the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. We're also gonna be going over the foundation primer, and we're gonna be going over Indiscretion highlighter. So I'm gonna be trying out all these products for the first time on camera for you guys. Let's go ahead and let's get right into it. Yes, I did. Alright guys, you're zoomed in, and we're gonna go in and start playing with this new makeup. And I'm just really happy to be jumping back into this brand because I did love this brand for so long. So the first thing I'm gonna go ahead and try out for you guys is the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer. So it came in this little case right here. So let's see what it looks like. Okay, so it looks like this. Okay, so it's a Laura Mercier Foundation Primer, and it's basically, it's a lightweight water-based vitamin-rich gel that creates a perfect canvas for a makeup application. Perfect. So how does it say? It says just to put it all over your face and smooth it in. So let's try this out. I'm really excited. You guys see it's like a gel. That's interesting. Okay. It's not like the ones that I'm used to using. Ooh. That's cool. It actually feels like a moisturizer. Like, I don't even feel like I'm putting a primer on right now. I feel like I'm putting on a moisturizer. Is this a primer? Yeah, foundation primer. I'm telling you, this feels like a moisturizer. Let me see, because it does. It feels like, I mean, I don't really know if it does supposed to do like a blurring effect or anything like that. What is it supposed to do? So I feel it's not sticky, nothing. It honestly just feels like I put on moisturizer onto my face. I don't really see it like minimizing pores or anything like that, but I don't know. Feels like a moisturizer. So let's jump into the next thing, and this is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Oil Free. So I got the color Bisque 2W1. So now in the summer, it's been very in to have a very natural makeup look. So I'm really excited to be trying this out because you always want to find something that you can just kind of like put on your face and not do full glam on like the day-to-day, because you need to give your face a little breather, you know what I mean? So I do like to not always put on like a lot of foundation. Sometimes I do like to put on either a very thin, lightweight foundation or basically something like a tinted moisturizer. And I don't actually own a good tinted moisturizer. So I'm actually excited about this one. So it has SPF of 20. And let's see, it's oil-free, and it's supposed to be the perfect blend of skincare and makeup. So this is interesting because it says it helps to control breakthrough of oils, and it gives a sheer hint of color for a healthy, natural glow. Interesting. Okay, so it says to apply it with a foundation sponge or with your fingertips. So we'll try both. Which one works better? We'll see. So let's see what the color looks like. Okay. That looks like a nice color. So I'm just gonna pour it on here first, and then I'm gonna use a sponge in my fingers. Let's see what this does. Ew. That might be a good color for me. Where's my sponge? So I'm just gonna use a beauty blender. Let's see what this does. Huh. So yeah, this is super lightweight. I could already tell that this is extremely, extremely lightweight. I don't know, I think I might like just putting this on with my fingers. Let me try. Yeah, like I think if you guys want to have like the most coverage, use your fingers, because the sponge eats away a little bit of the product and it doesn't really like do too much coverage, you know? Even though this is like a tinted moisturizer, so there's not like that much covered. Now what's interesting, it is kind of like covering up little imperfections that I had on my face, which is kind of cool. Interesting, guys. I mean, it did a pretty nice job of like evening out the skin tone. As you guys can see, my skin tone is a little bit more evened out. However, if you see too, you could still see my imperfections coming through. Like you see a little redness right here, a little redness here. So tinted moisturizer basically is just gonna smooth over your complexion. But I think once I put on a little bit of concealer, this might work pretty good. I don't know if it's just the primer, but my face feels really soft and smooth. And I feel like it could be that primer that I put on, that it actually feels like it gave me like a moistured, very moisturized feel. Huh. So what I'm gonna go ahead and put on my concealer and some of the rest of my makeup off camera, and then we'll jump back into the last product that I have to try on for you guys. My face is completely finished. I just applied, I was trying to do very natural. I figured that tinted moisturizer, I shouldn't go like too over the top here, even though I was really dying to put on like some blown out eyeshadow, but I said, no. Tinted moisturizer, Christina, focus on the goal. So what I did was I just put my double wear concealer from Estee Lauder under my eyes, and I also spot concealed on a few little tiny spots that a little bit redness came through, but I try not to do it too much because I wanted you guys to still kind of see like how the tinted moisturizer works. And then I also went ahead and I put on this beautiful color from Revlon. It is called Luminous Coral, and it's these gloss sticks, like they're lipstick glosses. These are so cool. I love it. I love this color. It's so pretty. And I found myself continuing to put on bronzer as much as possible, because I kept saying, wait, I'm too white. Wait, I'm too white. Because I'm usually by like a foundation color that's a little bit darker than my skin tone, because my neck is sometimes darker and my body is usually darker. So usually on my face, my foundation is a little bit darker. And on this one, since it's a tinted moisturizer, it's almost like the same color as my face. And so my face kept looking really white, and I was like, God, you look so white. But so I kept on bronzing, and I used my Smashbox Cali Contour in order to do that. So yeah, that's how we got this look. So we are very natural today. So the last product that I have to try for you guys from Laura Mercier that they sent me in my influencer box is this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful highlighter. It is so pretty. Oh my gosh, guys, I thought it was so pretty. It is called Indiscretion, and it's the Face Illuminator. And oh my gosh, guys, look how beautiful this is. It is such a beautiful highlighter. I thought it was so pretty. I was like, I don't even want to touch it, but of course I already touched it because I wanted to see how it felt. Let's go ahead and put some glow on my face. Let's go ahead and see. That's really pretty, guys. You know what it reminds me of? It's a very like subtle, very sheeny highlight. This is definitely not an over-the-top highlight at all. Okay, so this is a no makeup look highlight. It does a beautiful sheen to your face. I actually really like it. I think this color is like perfect because it's almost like the tint of my skin tone. So when I put it on, I just see kind of like a little sheen. That's really pretty. Do you guys see it? It kind of just looks like my skin is starting to glow a little bit, but it doesn't look like I'm wearing like a streak of highlight. It's really pretty. So I'm just gonna throw this in a few different spots. That's a really pretty highlight. I really like that. That's absolutely stunning. So let me zoom you guys in so you guys can kind of like get a look at what my face looks like with all of this products applied. So you guys can kind of see we still have a little bit of redness coming through over here, a little redness coming through over here. It is a tinted moisturizer. This isn't really like a foundation or anything like that. But don't you think, I kind of think it did a pretty decent job in like evening out the skin tone. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and let's get into my thoughts on these products. I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised with some of these products, and I thought I was gonna dislike some of them more, and I actually disliked the opposite of what I thought. It's like, starting with the first item. So let's start with the first item that I put on my face. That is this foundation primer. Okay, so the foundation primer, guys, I think it seems like it could be decent. It might be a nice foundation base. It kind of feels like a moisturizer. If you're kind of looking for a blurring effect, or if you're looking for like a sticky consistency so that your foundation sticks better, this actually feels like a moisturizer. So I think that when you're gonna put on something that maybe you don't really care if your texture comes through, or if you just wanna put on something that just feels like a moisturizer, this seems like it could be a really good solution. For me personally, I usually like to put on like a pore filling primer. So I would say that this would be like an add-on item. I would use this and a pore filling primer, but I wouldn't just use this on its own. So now we're gonna start getting into the things that I'm actually pretty impressed about. I am actually pleasantly surprised with this Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. So it says it's oil-free and it has an SPF of 20. I have to tell you that I'm actually a little bit impressed by this. I did not think that I was going to like a tinted moisturizer, because I know that they don't give very good coverage, and I like a medium coverage, and even when I go to my day-to-day, sometimes I do like to cover up a lot. Like, not like extreme coverage, but I do like everything to look even, and I didn't think a tinted moisturizer would make me look even. But I have to say, I'm pleasantly surprised with this product. I feel like it did a pretty even skin tone to my face. Obviously, it's not perfection because this is a tinted moisturizer. This isn't even a foundation. This is like a moisturizer with tint in it. I feel like it did moisturize. The only thing I will tell you is that when I was putting it on my face, I almost felt like I saw a little bit of like a white cast, because I think since it has the SPF 20 in it, when I was putting it on, I almost felt like I was seeing like that white cast that SPF does. So it's kind of weirding me out for a second, but it kind of like faded away. So it's not like I saw white everywhere. But at first I was kind of like, is that gonna go away? So that kind of weirded me out. Now I will tell you, this is oil free, but I feel like I'm pretty shiny, you know what I mean? So I feel like if you have oily skin, you might look very oily with this. If you have dry skin, you might really enjoy this. And if you have normal skin like myself, it looks like you'll probably start getting oily throughout the day with this, because I can already see myself looking like a little bit oily. Now, me personally, that doesn't really bother me as long as I don't look like really oily, but if I just look a little shiny, I don't mind it because I kind of like that glowy look. So to me, I actually kind of like this. I'm gonna have to keep on playing with it, because since it does have SPF in it and I have sensitive skin, could be a little bit of an irritant on sensitive skin. So I'm gonna have to keep on trying this and actually wearing it full days to let you guys know how it wears on my skin. But for me personally, right now, first impression wise, I like the way it looks. I think it did a very good job at evening out the skin tone. It didn't change my facial color so much that it's like I was wearing foundation. And yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. So I do like this, and I mean, I don't really usually wear tinted moisturizers, and I think this is good. So now let's get into the thing that I honestly think is pretty damn beautiful. I love this highlighter, guys. This face illuminator in Indiscretion is just beautiful. It's the perfect color for my skin tone. It's not even, I actually thought at first when I saw this as it might be a little bit too dark, but because it kind of just like blends into your skin and it kind of just leaves this beautiful sheen, it's actually the perfect color. I think it's absolutely stunning. I actually really like this one a lot. Now, I really like this one especially for summer months, because during the summer sometimes I do like to look like I'm not wearing that much makeup at all, and I do like to look shiny and glowy, because I just think there's something beautiful about looking like glowy, but not that you have like this huge line on your face like, oh my gosh, she's wearing so much highlight. You know what I mean? Like during the day especially, I don't like that look. But I do love that sheeny, beautiful look. And this kind of does that, because like, you guys can see I kind of look kind of glowy. Don't I look glowy? I feel like I look glowy. So I'm actually pretty excited with the products that Influenster sent me to review. I think that at least 2 of them seem like they're very, very good. One of them just seems like it's okay. Like, I don't really think I did anything amazing that I'd be like, wow, you know what I mean? But these other 2 seem like they could be winners, so I'm really excited. So if you guys have tried any of these products from Laura Mercier, please leave me your comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like them? Do you guys not like them? I'd love to hear your comments. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Yes, I did.